The disorientation and chaos that many of us are feeling right now is not simply an unfortunate coincidence or random experience. It is a significant signal that two timelines are colliding. One timeline bound to the past is beginning to fade away, and another, a new timeline filled with infinite possibilities, is emerging. This period of chaos is the transition point between these two realities, a time where the old world collapses and the new world takes shape. The sensation of standing between two timelines is unlike anything humanity has ever experienced. Old systems are crumbling, old beliefs are being shattered, and what once felt secure and predictable is now unstable. For many, it feels like the very ground beneath them is shifting. This disorienting energy can feel overwhelming at times, as if everything is in flux and the old familiar structures no longer make sense. This feeling of being between worlds, of existing in a space where the past and the future are in constant tension, can be unnerving. It is a space of liminality, a space between what was and what is yet to be. However, it's essential to understand that this disorientation is a sign of transformation. It is not random. It is a cosmic shift that is pushing us out of one era and into the next. Just as a caterpillar goes through a state of chaos and uncertainty before emerging as a butterfly, humanity is going through a similar process. While the old timeline dies, a new one is being born. Chaos is not the end, but a necessary stage in the birth of something new. In this great cosmic transition, starseeds play a pivotal role. You, the starseeds, are the living bridge between these two realities. You are not just observers of the shift. You are the pioneers and navigators of the new world. The universe is in a state of accelerated change, and the starseeds are the ones who are here to witness, guide, and anchor the energies of this transition. The process of shedding the old self can feel overwhelming, but it is ultimately a necessary step in the journey of personal and spiritual growth. The old patterns you once followed, the false beliefs you held, and the energetic structures that no longer support your highest good are being released. The final step is about allowing yourself to fully step into the new you, one who is grounded in the truth of who you are, who you were always meant to be. The release of these old identities and belief systems opens up a space within you, a space for new possibilities, new opportunities, and new ways of thinking. It allows you to move into your true self, free from the constraints of the past, and to live in alignment with your soul's purpose. In doing so, you are not just transforming yourself. You are actively shifting the collective consciousness, helping to bring about the greater shift that the world needs. In conclusion, the process of transition is not easy, but it is a necessary part of your journey. As you go through this time of uprooting, integration, and rebirth, remember that each step forward is a step toward your highest self. The discomfort, confusion, and pain are temporary, and they are necessary for you to shed the old self and embrace the new. Trust that the process is divine, that it is leading you toward greater freedom, authenticity, and alignment with your true path. The shift you are undergoing is a metamorphosis, one that will ultimately reveal the power and potential you have always carried within. As you begin to transition away from the old reality, you may encounter deep emotional waves that make the process feel overwhelming. You might experience feelings of abandonment, a fear of being left behind, or a sense of loss. These emotional responses are triggered by your old programming, the part of you that's been anchored in your past life, and the patterns and beliefs that once defined your existence. As you step into the new timeline, these old patterns will naturally attempt to pull you back into what feels familiar, what feels safe, and what you once knew. This feeling of loss is an essential part of the process. The shedding of the old self is never easy, and the transition can leave you feeling as though something important is being taken away. But in reality, you are not losing anything of value. You are releasing what no longer serves you, And while it can feel like leaving behind parts of yourself, you are actually stepping into a new, more aligned version of who you were always meant to be. The old reality was limiting, shaped by conditioning and outdated beliefs. Letting go is a necessary step in creating space for the new, where you can live in your truth, free from the constraints of the past. This emotional upheaval can manifest in various ways: moments of doubt, confusion, sadness, or fear. But it's important to remember that these emotions are temporary, and they are a natural part of the transition. They are signposts indicating that the old self is dying and the new self is emerging. Trust that this phase, as uncomfortable as it might seem, is just part of your metamorphosis. The process of release is not only emotional, but energetic. As you release the old, the new timeline will start to integrate, and your feelings of loss will be replaced with the joy of expansion and growth. It is crucial to understand that the higher timeline is inevitable. As you step into this new reality, you will not be left behind or stranded. Divine timing is always in play, and the higher timeline works according to your individual readiness. Unlike linear goal-driven systems that require competition or force, the higher timeline unfolds in alignment with your own personal evolution. The process of shifting into the higher timeline is not one of rush or urgency. There is no need to compete, chase, or compare yourself to others. Instead, you are invited to trust the process. Everything is unfolding in perfect harmony. You may have moments of doubt, wondering whether you're truly on the right path, or if you're being left behind. But rest assured that the higher timeline operates independently of your anxiety. When you are ready, you will cross over seamlessly, and the shift will happen naturally. Your path may not look like anyone else's, but it is uniquely yours. The energy of the higher timeline is gentle yet powerful. It requires that you surrender to the flow, release your resistance, and trust that the process is for your highest good. The more you let go of your fears, expectations, and need for control, the more you will allow this transition to happen with ease. There is no race or competition in the higher timeline. You are exactly where you need to be, and the universe is unfolding in a way that is perfectly aligned with your soul's divine purpose. In this cosmic transition, it's also important to note the unique position of children and animals. Unlike adults, children and animals have a much easier time navigating between dimensional frequencies. Their vibrational state is naturally more fluid, and they are not as burdened by the old programming that makes the transition more difficult for adults. They do not carry the same layers of conditioning or attachments to past ways of being. As a result, they naturally align with the higher energies of the new timeline, without resistance. As you move through this transition, keep in mind that the higher timeline is not something you must force or chase. It is something that is being presented to you because you are ready to receive it. Your soul has been preparing for this moment, and the universe is aligning everything in your favor. Ultimately, your role is to stay present, aligned, and open to the possibilities that are unfolding. Trust in the process, and know that the new timeline is not just a shift for you, it is a shift for the entire planet. As you step into your new reality, you are not only changing your life, but also contributing to the transformation of humanity and the earth. Stay in alignment, let go of resistance, and embrace the new knowing that you are being guided and supported every step of the way. The transition into the higher timeline requires releasing the false identities and old patterns that have defined you. These layers of conditioning beliefs and external influences have shaped how you perceive yourself, but they are not the essence of who you truly are. Letting go of the old self is a necessary step in your soul's evolution. While this process can feel challenging and even uncomfortable, at times it is essential for your growth. The old self often holds on to what is familiar, but this familiarity is only an illusion that prevents you from stepping into your full authenticity. The truth of who you are is far greater and more expansive than the limitations you've carried until now. Embrace the freedom that comes with releasing these false identities. This is not about becoming someone new. It's about returning to your true self. What is emerging now is not a new version of you, but the true version that has always existed beneath the layers of conditioning. This is the self that was always connected to your soul's purpose, the self that incarnated into this time and place with a specific mission and divine blueprint. You are not being made into someone else, but you are remembering who you have always been. As you peel back the layers of confusion and distraction, your authentic self begins to shine through. This is the real you, the unveiled you, whose potential is not limited by the past or external judgments. You are now stepping into the full expression of your divine purpose, ready to fulfill the mission you were called for. As you step into your true self, you also step into your sovereignty. Sovereignty means that you no longer need to prove your worth or seek approval from others. You understand that your value is inherent, and you are not defined by external validation. Your worth is not contingent on what others think or expect from you. Instead, you are guided by divine wisdom, supported by the cosmic forces surrounding you, and empowered to walk the path that has always been designed for you. Your sovereignty comes from knowing your worth, embracing your purpose, and trusting that you are divinely protected and guided on this journey. This transition is not the end, it is the beginning of a new era. You are crossing a bridge from the old world into the new, and in doing so, you are laying the foundation for others to follow. You are part of a collective movement toward a new world where higher consciousness, authenticity, and unity will reign. Trust in the process as you walk through this moment of transition. Know that you are not alone, there are countless others on the same journey, and together you are helping to create the new reality that awaits. The higher timeline is now open to you, and your arrival is certain. The journey may require patience, courage, and faith, but the path is laid before you, and it is a path toward the fulfillment of your divine mission. Embrace it fully, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. The cosmic shift is not just happening on a planetary level, but on a universal scale. It involves not only the physical, but the spiritual, emotional, and energetic realms. As interdimensional beings, starseeds hold the unique ability to act as transmuters of energy. You have been sent to Earth at this moment in time because you have a deep inherent connection to the higher frequencies and dimensions that are now entering our realm. You are the bridge between the energies of the old and the new. Your task as a starseed is not just to witness this shift, but to actively participate in its unfolding. This is why you are feeling the energy so intensely. This is why the world may feel confusing or overwhelming at times. You are not simply undergoing a personal transformation. You are part of the collective awakening and the birthing of a new reality for all of humanity. Starseeds have a unique role in this transition because they are here to anchor higher consciousness into the physical realm. As the old systems crumble, your mission is to hold space for the new energies and new ways of being. You are not just passive observers of the transition. You are active participants, facilitating the integration of the new frequencies. You have come here with a cosmic purpose to assist in the transformation of Earth and humanity, helping to usher in a new age of enlightenment and unity. While the energies of this moment may feel overwhelming, know that you are perfectly equipped for the role you are playing. Your higher self, your soul's wisdom, and your connection to the cosmic realms have prepared you for this moment. The shift is happening through you, and you are a vital part of its manifestation. You are not alone in this process, as many other starseeds across the globe are experiencing similar shifts and working together to anchor these new energies. The merging of these two timelines, the old and the new, is an energetic process that requires intentional focus and alignment. It is not simply about observing the change, but about actively participating in the creation of the new world. As the chosen ones, you must stay centered in your purpose and conscious of the role you are playing. The energies of this cosmic shift can be chaotic, and the temptation to hold on to the old timeline may arise. But as Starseeds, your mission is to help release the past and embrace the future. Navigating the merge of energies means that you will hold space for the transformation while staying grounded in your own truth. You must trust the process of this cosmic shift, knowing that the universe has designed it in divine timing. The old structures will naturally fall away, and the new world will begin to form in its place. But this requires your trust, your faith, and your commitment to the divine plan. You are not alone in this journey. As you step forward into this shift, you will find that the universe supports you. The more you align with your higher self and the universal frequencies, the more you will experience the flow of divine assistance. The cosmic shift is not just about personal change. It is a collective awakening, and your energy is an essential part of its unfolding. The cosmic shift is not something to fear, it is a divine gift. You, as a starseed, are uniquely positioned to help lead humanity through this transition. The energy you are feeling now, the disorientation and chaos, is a natural part of the process. These energies are meant to wake you up to your divine purpose and to guide you toward the new path that awaits. You are not alone in this process. Many others like you are waking up to their roles as light bearers, healers, and guides for the collective. The merging of timelines is a cosmic event that requires the unity and effort of many. As starseeds, you are the leaders of this shift, tasked with anchoring higher consciousness into the physical realm. Embrace the shift, trust the process, and know that the universe is unfolding in divine order. The time is now. Step into your purpose and know that you are part of something much bigger than yourself. The world is waiting for the starseeds to rise, and you are the key to unlocking the future. The transition into a new reality was never meant to be abrupt. The process was supposed to be gradual, with the natural flow of change guiding each step forward. However, the acceleration of these energies has been unlike anything anticipated. Instead of a smooth transition, you may be feeling like the very fabric of your reality is unraveling, or worse, collapsing in some areas. What was expected to be a gradual shift has instead become a turbulent journey, with massive energies surging forward, shaking everything in their path. This turbulence is not a sign of failure or deviation, but rather an indication of the intensity of the process. The universe is moving more quickly than anticipated, and as a result, everything around you feels unstable. Your relationships, work, life, and even your sense of identity may feel shaky, and you may find yourself in situations that seem out of control. It can feel like being in a storm wind and waves crashing around you, but this is exactly what is needed for the new world to emerge. The chaos is not a sign of something gone wrong. Rather, it's the pressure required for new dimensions to form. The accelerated pace is forcing you to confront unresolved fears, long-held beliefs, and old wounds, all of which are bubbling to the surface in this chaotic energy. It's tempting to panic, to think that you've made the wrong choice or are losing control of your life. But this turbulence is not here to destroy you. It's shaking free what needs to be released. The more you trust in the process and hold steady, the more you will anchor yourself in this time of profound transition. Embrace the chaos, as uncomfortable as it may be, for it's the precursor to your evolution. This transition is not merely a metaphysical or symbolic change. It is a literal shift that is impacting the very nature of your reality. Your biology, relationships, and sense of identity are being recalibrated to fit the new timeline you are stepping into. This isn't just an emotional shift, but a physical one, as your energetic frequency aligns with the higher vibrations entering the Earth's atmosphere. You are not simply changing in spirit. This shift is happening at every level of your being. Your body is feeling the intensity of the transition, and it may be manifesting as fatigue, physical discomfort, or a sense of disorientation. This is because your entire being, not just your mind or spirit, is being restructured to match the frequency of the new world. Your cells are being reprogrammed, your nervous system recalibrated, and your brain is receiving new data that will allow you to perceive a higher dimensional reality. Along with these biological shifts, you are also experiencing changes in your relationships. The people and systems that once resonated with your previous self may feel disconnected, and old traumas or emotional attachments may come to the surface for healing. The relationships that no longer serve you may naturally fall away, and this can feel like a loss. But trust that this is all part of the restructuring process. What you are shedding are the false layers that no longer align with your higher purpose. The destabilization you're feeling is the necessary unraveling of the old, which must occur before the new reality can solidify. Just as a house must be torn down before a new one can be built, the old energy structures must break apart before the new can take root. The discomfort you feel is part of the deconstruction process, but know that it is temporary. As the transition progresses, you will find yourself rebuilding with stronger, more aligned foundations. As a starseed lightworker or chosen one, your role is to bridge the gap between these two dimensions, the old and the new. You are not merely a witness to the shift. You are an active participant tasked with helping to anchor higher dimensional frequencies into the earth. This responsibility is both an honor and a challenge, but it is one that you were born to fulfill. The process of anchoring higher energies involves the release of old identities, false beliefs, and trauma-bound systems that no longer align with the new timeline. As you do this, you create space for the new self to emerge, one that is fully aligned with your soul's purpose and the higher frequencies of the earth. The more you shed the old patterns, the more you can integrate the new energy into your being, and the more you can help guide others through the same process. Navigating the bridge between these two realities requires both strength and grace. It's about releasing the things that hold you back and embracing the unknown with confidence. The cosmic energy is pushing you forward, and now is the time to trust in the process, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to the new world. Trust that your inner guidance and divine intuition will help you navigate the turbulence, and know that you are not alone in this journey. This is the time to step into your role as an anchor for the higher energies. Your purpose is not just personal transformation, but also to help others find their way through the chaos. The more aligned you are with your higher self, the more you can help guide others through the transition. You are the bridge, and your presence is vital in helping to integrate the higher energies into the Earth's collective consciousness. As you embrace the role of the bridge, you must also release the old patterns and beliefs that once defined you. This is not about becoming someone else, but about returning to your true self, the one who is aligned with the universal truth and the divine purpose that has always been within you. The process may be uncomfortable at times, but know that the discomfort is temporary, and the new reality will bring with it a sense of peace, purpose, and alignment. As you step forward as the bridge, trust that you are supported by the divine plan, and that every step you take is part of the greater unfolding. Your role is vital to the cosmic shift, and the more you align with your higher purpose, the more you will help guide the collective into this new era. As you move through the process of transition, it is natural to feel a strong resistance rising from within you. This resistance comes from your conscious mind, which is deeply invested in maintaining the familiar and the comfortable. The ego, always seeking safety and stability, resists change, especially when the old identity is being dismantled. The familiar patterns, even if they no longer serve you, create a sense of security, and the shift towards something new can feel disorienting and uncomfortable. The resistance is not a sign of weakness or failure. It is simply a mechanism of the mind that attempts to hold on to what it knows, even if that what is outdated or misaligned with your higher self. You may find that your mind is constantly pulling you back to old ways of thinking, behaving, or reacting. You may experience mental fog, feel emotionally drained, or be unable to focus on tasks or conversations that are no longer aligned with your soul's true path. This is a natural part of the transition as your consciousness tries to hold on to the old while your soul is urging you forward into something new. Recognize this resistance for what it is. A natural survival mechanism, not a force trying to block you from your progress. The key is to acknowledge the resistance without letting it control you. Honor the feelings that arise, but do not allow them to derail your journey. In the process of transformation, resistance is a sign that growth is happening. It's an indicator that you are shifting into a new state of being, one that aligns more fully with your higher purpose. As you begin to step into this new way of being, you are undergoing an energetic uprooting. Just as plants must sometimes be uprooted in order to grow stronger and healthier, you are being detached from old limiting beliefs, thought patterns, and systems that no longer serve your highest good. This uprooting may feel uncomfortable as it disrupts the energy field that you have built around yourself to survive, navigate, and understand the world. The energetic foundation you've relied on is being disturbed, causing you to confront and shed the illusions that you once accepted as truth. This process is not always smooth or easy. As you confront the old illusions about who you are and what you are capable of, you may experience emotional upheaval, discomfort, or even physical symptoms. These manifestations are signs of energetic release, the unraveling of outdated stories, identities, and beliefs. You may start to see your old self-image crumble as you become aware of how much you've been holding on to the past, or how certain patterns of thought and behavior have been limiting your growth. The discomfort you feel is not something to fear. Rather, it's the body's and soul's way of clearing out the old to make room for the new. Emotional upheaval might arise, causing you to experience anger, sadness, fear, or even guilt as you shed parts of yourself that you once identified with. It's important to remember that these emotions are not permanent. They are simply temporary waves of release as your energy field recalibrates. You are breaking free from the chains of past programming, and this freedom is necessary for your expansion and evolution. Some people experience this uprooting as a major personal transformation, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. This transition may manifest as illness, which is a physical representation of the release of old energy. The body is a mirror for the soul, and physical symptoms are often a reflection of the energetic shifts happening within. Whether it's a sudden health challenge, a change in your emotional state, or an unexpected life event, these moments are not random. They are a necessary part of the process of shedding the old self and allowing space for the new self to emerge. The old you is metaphorically dying, and this may cause feelings of grief, loss, or confusion. But this death is not a finality, it is a transformation. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, the old identity must die in order to make way for the new. It is a rebirth, a metamorphosis that allows you to embody your higher self. The transition may be difficult, but it is necessary for you to fully step into the person you were always meant to be. This shift can be experienced on many levels, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You may find that your old beliefs and perspectives no longer align with who you are becoming. The external world might feel out of sync with your internal reality, leading to confusion and uncertainty. But this confusion is not a sign of failure. It is part of the spiritual awakening process. You are in a state of flux, moving from one phase of your life to the next. Trust that the new reality is already being formed, and the transformation you're undergoing will soon reveal a clearer sense of purpose, alignment, and clarity.